got to take a thermostat housing. So shouldn't be that bad to do. But you know, you don't never know what you're gonna run into while you're doing it. So we can go ahead and get started. Just to give me a little bit more room, I'm probably gonna end up taking out the reservoir. Not taking it off, but just kind of just removing it, sticking it to the side. That way I can kind of get to, these hoses a little bit better. And get to these back hoses right here. Got 2 back hoses is going into the heater core. And they're coming into the thermostat housing right here. So I'm gonna try to find I think I got some, these bolts, I think they are, I want to say they're like metric E, something like that, but I'll get back with you. I think I got them. I'll get back with you in a minute. Hold on just a second. All right, so we got the bolts undone, and this hose right here, I just kind of took it off of there, stick it to the side. You don't need him right now, just leave him right there. You just take this right here, just put it to the side. You don't need it right now, so just now you got a little bit more space to operate and to do your thing. So let's see. So what we're gonna do now, we're probably gonna go ahead and undo these lines, and actually what we'll do these sensors. We'll take these sensors off. Hopefully they won't break. A lot of the time these sensors, they be terrible. So I'm probably gonna need, I might need 2 hands for this. All right, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. We had to use 2 hands, so I'm sorry I couldn't be on camera. So what we did, we just unhook this one right here. Unhook that one from there. And we just put it to the side. We don't need it. I did this one in the back. This one right here, it goes on there also. Just take it, put it to the side. I don't need it right now. And rule of thumb is a lot of the time it's a lot of wires, and usually they're gonna go right back. Once you put your new part on, your wires are gonna go back almost where you plugged your sensors. They're gonna go back to the same place, so you don't have to worry about getting crossed up and mixed up, because they're all gonna have different ends. It's gonna be different ends on, so you don't have to worry about too much. All right, so put the phone down again. When we come back, I went ahead and took this bracket off the side too. This little bracket right here, I took it off the side because this actually goes on that right there, like that. So I went ahead and took it off, put it to the side. That way, we don't need that right now. So that's another thing I did. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get these bolts out right here. These bolts right here. Broke that one, this one, and this one. We're gonna go ahead and get those out, and I will be back. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Going in the wrong order. So when we come back, we're gonna end up taking this hose off, and we're gonna go ahead and take this front hose off right here. And then we'll come back and then we'll go back to that. All right, I'm back. So went ahead and got these hoses off. On this hose right here, I kind of just fitted it up here so it can kind of get out the way. This bottom hose right here, yeah, it's you can get off. It's easy to get off, but it's in a particular spot where you're gonna have to use a little ingenuity or whatnot. What I did was I actually took my vice grips, squeezed it, and it's hard to kind of get in there where you can kind of get the hose off. So what I did was I clamped these on there, and then I took my pry bar, I stuck it in there, and I kind of just pushed it up off of there, and it comes off real easy once you got the hose clamped on there, and everything comes off pretty easy. So now I'm gonna go ahead and this hose right here, I think what I'm gonna do is end up just taking off, go ahead and take the housing off of here. Go ahead and take it off, and I'm gonna go ahead and then I can get to this one a little bit better because the clamp is on the bottom part. So I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room to get on the bottom part. So all right, we'll be back. All right, we're back. All right, I got the bolts out. There was 4 bolts holding it on. So I got the 4 bolts out. So now it's free. So look like the gasket is still on there. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off also. We're gonna clean everything before we go back with everything. There is a brand new gasket on here already, so that's cool. But we still gonna reinforce it just a little bit with just a little of this Permatex water pump thermostat housing. We're gonna put a little bit of that on there just for extra security and peace of mind. We're gonna put that back on there. So we got this free. So we'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna try to get it out this hole. Try to get it up out this hole right here. That way we can take this, we can reposition our clamp and probably reposition this and turn it all the way around, and it'll be up here on top. I don't understand why it's on the bottom. That's crazy to me, but we're gonna turn it around. So we'll get everything cleaned up and everything, and we'll be back in a minute. It looked like right here, it actually looked like it was leaking or something right here. I don't know, you know, these plastic metal housings and stuff, they over time they tend to warm up, and the little places that the little seams and stuff, they kind of open up or whatnot. But we'll be back. I'm finna go ahead and clean all this gunk off and stuff right there, and we're gonna get our new thermostat ready, and we'll be back. All right, everybody, we back. We got the big holes off of there, and so here's your old thermostat. The thermostat housing. Your thermostat is up here. You can buy this part if you want to, just by itself, but I'm gonna tell you, it's hard to find this by itself if they actually want to try to sell you the housing also. But it's not a bad idea to go ahead and buy the whole housing, because it comes with fresh sensors, and especially what I told you, this plastic this plastic will warp, you know. This plastic will warp from heat, stuff like that, and as we look on the back, you remember I told you, we look on the back of this old one. This is this spot right here where this boat actually was. I don't know, I think this was the top boat or maybe the bottom boat, but as you can see, it is rust and it was leaking. We didn't have a problem with it leaking, but you can see it has been leaking right there. You got that rust on there. That's where you can tell where your leaks and stuff has been. You see this one looks like this. This one is clean. That boat hole is clean. That boat hole right there is clean. This boat hole is pretty clean. This one, you can tell the difference. You can tell there's been water in there, so it's not a bad idea to just go ahead and just replace this whole little thing. We won't have any more problems with it. You know, really one thing we really can't test is a thermostat to see if it's working properly or not, but you know, after years and years and years of use of opening and closing, you know, you never know what kind of condition it's in. And we usually change our thermostats. Usually it's best to change them every season. Well, not every season, but every year. You know, especially around the summertime, wintertime, it's good to change them. Okay. And you always want to compare the old part to your new part. So everything pretty much looks the same. Really no big difference. Same part. Yeah, it's got the new sensors in there. New sensor right there. New sensor right here. So I think we made the best choice on this one. Just go ahead and swap this old one out for this new one, and we'll be back. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna prep this new one up so it can go back, and we'll also go back over here and we're gonna clean this area right here, so everything will be back. We'll have a clean fresh mount, and everything will be cool. We won't have any leaks or anything like that. So alright, let's get back to it. Alright, so we got the new thermostat back on. Thermostat and thermostat housing, we got it back on. Four bolts. Got the 4 bolts tight. So now what we're gonna do now is we'll go ahead and see, put all the sensors on, but before we put the sensors on, we're gonna put the hoses on first. Then we're gonna put the sensors on. And once we put the hoses back right there, this front hose back on. And also, I got to tell you guys, I gotta put this right here. I gotta put this back up. So, gotta put that back up. Back right there. So, I'll be back. Alright, we back. We got all the sensors installed. Hose is back on there. Hose back on the front. That bottom line. Everything is back to where it needs to go. So we're gonna go ahead and put the reservoir jug back. Before we do that, right, everybody, we are back. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna fill the system back up with coolant, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just we're gonna let it. Okay, hold on. I gotta find this hose right here. Where is this at? Where is this at? There it is. So what we're gonna do, all right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna fill this back up with coolant, and what we'll do is I was actually looking for bleed screw. Oh, I found it. I wasn't even looking for it. I found it. Here's the bleed screw right here. It's most definitely probably gonna have the screw right there. Most likely it's gonna have some air on the system, but what we'll do, instead of unloosening this and let the air come out like that, what we'll do is we'll just leave the cap off of this. We're gonna let it run. We're gonna leave the cap off. Leave the cap off. And we're gonna see what the car, how it responds as far as once it gets down low, we'll just keep refilling it as it goes, and once it, you know, it stays at a certain level. Let's see, once it stays at a certain level in here, we're just gonna go ahead and cap it off, and then we'll go for a drive, make sure it doesn't reheat. And we're gonna go ahead and one more thing, I know it had the codes in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna erase the codes out. I'll erase the codes up out of there. Hopefully they won't come back, and they shouldn't come back. Got new sensors and everything, so it should work properly. And that's gonna be the end of this video. And actually, I'm probably gonna make another video for like as far as like all this dirt, stuff like that. I got a cleaner that I always use on rubber parts, motor plastics and stuff like that. You know, it's always hot up under here, a lot of dirt and dust flying around, so you know everything's gonna be a little dirty. So I'm gonna make another video for that. But if this video helps you, hey man, do me a solid. Put a like in there and subscribe to the channel. Hey man, appreciate y'all.